We're gonna have a Kickturn party tonight. Alright!
Go ahead,
Welcome back to Kickturn Party!
We're coming back again. We're in the basement studio. Back in the studio, back live.
No more Zoom.
No more Zoom. No. So today we're gonna talk a little bit about a old skater that we all are very familiar with, Alan Losi. Alan Losi is going through some health issues right now. He has, what is it, CRPS or something? Yeah. Crips. And they're doing a lot of fundraising for him, and they're doing some good stuff for him. So I believe it's like helplosi.com or something like that. Yeah. There's a Facebook page and there's a GoFundMe. So if you get a chance, go give a little donation to Mr. Losi here. We've got this old Thrasher here. This is one of the first Thrashers, large format, and Losi's on the cover. What's he doing there? A fakie ollie foot plant. You don't see those anymore.
No one can even do that today.
Yeah, I forget. There's a certain name for them, but I can't remember what the name of the trick is. Maybe it's in maybe it's in there somewhere. Yeah. So let's take a look. Let's take a little trip down memory lane.
Now didn't he invent the Christ there too?
The fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, I thought Christian Losi invented the Christ there.
We're not gonna. He's not used to being in front of the camera, folks.
All right, I want to talk about this trick a little more. Yeah. Is it kind of like a no comply? What's going on?
No, he's going a fakie ollie.
Fakie ollie,
and then he takes his back foot off and plants.
So it's like doing a fakie thruster without using your hands.
And nobody's.
Yeah.
It's a handless fakie thruster. Anybody out there knows what it's called?
See if
drop us an email. Put it in the comments.
Check and see what it says in the.
Oh man, my eyes are terrible. I don't know if I can read. Demonstrating amazing footwork. Alan Losi pops a fakie foot plant ollie.
Okay, fakie foot plant ollie. There we go.
Bring it back.
So Thatcher at the time, that was probably writing the caption, and that's what he called it.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's. I think there is a name for it. I'm just not sure what.
April 1981.
Yeah, not sure what the name of it is. So let's take a little trip down memory lane here and take a look at this.
First of all,
this Thrasher.
Everybody out there in YouTube land, behold an April 1981 Thrasher.
I know. One thing we are going to have to do.
We should be using white gloves.
Oh golly, it's ripping. We do need some scissors. We're going to have to.
That was next on my little list of things to talk about. So Indy has been using the Iron Cross for years, and they've decided that they're getting woke now.
Yeah, well,
and they're not going to use the Iron Cross anymore.
The Iron Cross has been canceled,
even though the Pope uses it. I thought it was inspired by '60s biker gangs.
Which was inspired by
because
Nazis.
It was tough, and like remember the ads forever.
And most of those 60 bikers guys
ride the best, fuck the rest.
Well, all those 60 biker guys were also World War II vets.
Yeah.
So they didn't have any problem with it. You know, they all came home with memorabilia that had that stuff all over it.
And teeth.
Anyways, yeah. So there you go. So anyways,
all right.
Things are changing. Buy your cross stuff while you can.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. There's some more Losi. Is that Losi?
That's a Veriflex ad.
Yep. And Losi. So Losi, he used to ride for Veriflex, and his family had something to do with it. He apparently went through some troubles with that and his family, and it's a big, long story. I think it's in one of his interviews in Thrasher or something. So
back when Lance rode for Veriflex.
Yeah. So if you get a chance, look that up. Let's see what else we got here. L.A. Skate Park Paradise. This is back when. Before all the skate parks died, when there was only a few skate parks in L.A., in the world.
In the country.
And it looks like this is Upland. Mickey Alba in Upland there.
Yeah. God, look how young Alba is.
Yeah. That's more Upland stuff. Is that Cab? God, he's a little kid. Little tiny kid.
I did see it.
No, that's Tim Galvin riding a cab board.
Ah, okay.
Tim Galvin.
Okay. And then more Upland stuff. So it looks like they spend a lot of time at Upland here.
Yeah, well, this is the early days of Thrasher. They got to show you everything.
Right.
Look at that eggplant.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Is that, who is that? Is that Lance?
That's Bill D'Angelo.
Oh, Bill D'Angelo. Oh. Okay.
Well, it says straight art import. Oh, I guess it is an import.
It's just an invert.
Thought it was an eggplant there.
So, anyways, yeah, and then of course there was the collapse of skateboarding right about this time. It was 1981, so everything died after this, and all the skate parks got closed down, and they didn't really start coming back until what, 2000 or so? I think the first one concrete that we got to skate was when they built Louisville.
And then Nashville.
Yeah,
right
Louisville and then Nashville.
Nashville was like 2003. Louisville was 2000, 2001, something like that.
Yeah.
I met some guy from Louisville the other day. So, did you grow up there? He goes, yeah. I said, I used to go to the skate park there all the time. It's a great park. He went, so, you know, the big skate park downtown. Nah. You grew up in Louisville? It's by the ball field.
Yeah.
It's on the river.
Yeah.
It's hard to miss.
Well, you know,
Whatever.
some people
It's got a
don't
giant
believe
pipe in it.
Yeah, some people are a little out of touch. And I was just talking to someone that had been there recently, and you know, when we went up there, it was pristine and it was brand new, and now the whole thing's covered in graffiti, and it just looks absolutely terrible.
Really?
But-
Even after the redo?
Oh gosh, it's just
Huh.
terrible.
So this is Winchester, and like whoever listened to this caption, this is great. People would argue with this today. Although not exactly an ollie air, this high, no hands pop out.
Hot, no hands, pop out. That was Winchester Skate Park, which was one of the only ones that was up north. That was actually, I believe, up in Northern California.
Haunted, too.
Yeah, could have been. Oh, that was the Winchester Mansion.
Look at this old Zorlak.
Yeah, that's some nice.
That's
graphics
Dan
there.
Wilkes. All right,
Dan
that's Dan
Wilkes.
Wilkes.
See, oh, it's Dallas.
There you go.
So I wonder if we got.
Look, and this is Jeff Phillips.
I was gonna
believe.
say we got Jeff Phillips.
Yeah, yeah.
R.I.P. Favorite skater.
Look, and here we go. Look at this great ad that they did for the subscription. What? You got
Hold
a
it,
free
free
album.
album.
Free album.
Subscribe to Thrasher for 1 year, and we'll give you a free copy of 415 Music.
That was even
compilation
before
album
Skate
of the
Rock,
San
right?
Francisco rock
Uh-huh.
music. Yeah, this was before Skate Rock when you got that.
Who's on that? Let's see who's on that.
Joe Allen and the Shapes, the Donuts, the Offs, the Mutants,
The Offs, the Mutants.
the Ready Mades, Sudden Fun, SVT, the Symptoms,
I know SVT.
391 Times, and the VIPs.
Yeah.
Wow! Imagine
I-
having that 45 laying
Yeah.
around.
Nah, I bet you go.
Mark Lake,
Take a
Walker
shot.
Skateboards.
Doing a frontside invert.
Yeah, doing the lake flip is what he's doing.
Oh, he's
there.
doing a Miller flip.
Now, around
Or
the-
not the
It's,
Miller flip.
it's
the
a
lake
lake flip, which is a little bit different from a Miller flip.
Shamefully, I abandoned skateboarding for about a decade. Not really. I just sort of quit skating from around the year 1991 until my son started skating in 98. And didn't Losi have... Losi? didn't Christian Losi
Christian Losi.
Christian Losi.
have his
Alan
own company? The LSD?
Losi Skates.
Yeah.
No,
Losi Skate Designs.
Right, and his little
Yeah.
emblem was the LSD.
Yeah, Losi Skate Designs, exactly right. Here's an interesting one for you.
That was
The
what I was
Jam,
doing.
remember that band?
Yeah, I remember The
I
Jam.
had a couple of their albums, they were good stuff. And here we go, $6.95 for a subscription of Thrasher, and you get a free
And
t-shirt
see,
too.
they've always been doing the t-shirts.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And look-
Bob Marley liked the Jam.
Speaking of the Jam, there's the Jammer.
The Jammer. Right,
49?
right.
That's pretty expensive.
This
for
is-
back
That
then.
was a Sims Complete, wasn't it? Was it?
No, it's
Sims-
a Santa Cruz NHS. NHS was
complete.
making it,
Oh, yeah,
and this is
NHS.
when street skating started to become a thing. Like right when the skate parks were closing down, and Lucero and those guys were out doing curbs in front of the parking lot, in the parking lot of the skate parks, and street skating was actually beginning to. NHS came out with the Jammer. And it was just a generic board, like 9 inches wide, 30 inches long.
Just like that-
indies.
just like that generic
I
skater.
think that might be Rick Blackheart.
So look, there's Steve Olson.
Hey, Olsen.
The whole
Kelly.
thing with the Jammer, too, where it got its name was when people would skate concrete parks back then, it was like, man, that is the peanut butter. You know, that's kind of what they would call it. And when they started closing, they're like, all we got's the streets now. And so they go, well, I guess it's going to have to be the Jan. So
Yeah.
they came out with
That's why we do. That's why we keep him behind the
That's
camera.
why we keep Buddy off camera.
That's why we keep. That's our producer. That's why we keep him in the background there. So this was a little, like I said, a little trip down memory lane. This is
a little trip
yeah.
down memory lane.
This Thrasher's fixing to fall apart. I've got some more old Thrashers like this that are in a little bit better shape than this one. This
Dude,
one's actually.
This one needs to be fixed.
I think I've got another copy of this one. Actually, I've got 2 copies. So if anyone wants to buy this one, I'll let it go for a mere, I don't know, $500.
We've got an article that I don't think we saw about concrete barrels. I know that our buddy Skate God likes traffic cones. He ought to make some concrete traffic cones.
Yeah, Red, if you're out there watching this, there's your next project. You can get in on some concrete traffic cones. So once again, you know, Losi here on the cover.
All joking aside, I hope the guy recovers. I hope everybody can donate.
Well, so if you read through that article that I posted, it talks about how he's doing better than he ever has been since he's been diagnosed.
Yeah, he's
and that
been
there's
fighting for a long
possibility that he actually might even get to skate, not like skate, but get on board and cruise,
Yeah.
which is why we all do it anyway, just for the stoke. And so when I saw it posted, Paul Schmidt did 230, 240 of the ooze boards that were signed back in May by Alan. And $100 is all they were. And so
nice.
I was like, I immediately threw down and got one. So support Alan Losi.
Here's another thing about Losi that a lot of people don't know. You know, he was one of the first people that actually did a Smith grind. Mike Smith invented the Smith stop, where he would get up and put his axle like that. Losi was one of the first people, I believe him and maybe Shredder Rapace
And still one of the
would
best
actually
in the business, like that's ever
move the went from a stall to all the way to doing a real Smith grind for several coping blocks. So, you know, he also had several other tricks that he invented. I can't think of what they are off the top of my head, but I know he was a heavy innovator.
Well, that was back
in the
when
80s.
everybody was innovating.
You know.
Look, and he's riding, and this picture here is just crazy. He's riding reverse kingpin.
He's riding those Veriflex
reverse
connection trucks.
with the big, huge copers that look like they're even bolted on there.
I think that they had
Like trackers.
No, I think they were like zip tied on or something. Yeah, the Veriflex products. The Veriflex had some good boards there for a while. I rode them. Brian rode some. I rode the Eddie Guerra model. But they were pretty good there for a hot minute. Eric Grisham models.
Then they became the Kmart.
And then they kind of
Veriflex.
they kind of went to the budget skate stuff and kind of mass marketing. They kind of lost a lot of their panache. So, anyways,
but they had the team before Stacy Peralta to put together the Bones Brigade. Veriflex were like the pretty boys that had like killer equipment, rode really well.
Yep.
They had a really good team.
Eddie
Veriflex and Lance Mountain was on there, and so then Stacy realized what was going on there and made the Bones Brigade.
Exactly. So, anyways, take some time, help old Alan out. He could use your help. Skate legend. And that's all we got. We'll see you next time on Kickturn
Thanks for
Party.
stopping by.
Everybody's gonna hang out here tonight. Alright. We'll pass out in the flat. Alright. Tonight. We got nothing better to do than to take 6 runs, drink a dozen brews. Don't talk about anything else. We don't wanna know. We're dedicated to beers, hoes, and bros. Backside slasher. Website ground.